Yes, it is. I mean, it's been, hearing all of this. I mean, I owe a lot to Puff with my career because, I've worked with the biggest photographers in the world, the biggest directors in the world. And, we've met, we would go to Paris Fashion Weeks. I mean, we were running around with like the biggest names in the business. So, to hear all of this happening right now is it's shocking.
You see, the reason I'm curious why you find it that shocking is that in 2010, you were very close to Cassie as well. And we've seen this horrific video, which emerged last year on CNN from several years prior, where he literally... Well, I'm just going to ask you, I'm going to just let the viewers know where I'm going here. There was this appalling video that we're now seeing where he literally beats her up in public, in a hotel, on a floor of a hotel, but in a public area. And it was absolutely despicable. Now, you said about that it wasn't a one-off, that when Cassie was beaten up on a separate occasion in 2010, you took her in, you said. We didn't even want to go to hospital, so I had a doctor friend of mine come and take a look at her. She was badly bruised, had knots on her head and a black eye. We were scared. I still have PTSD talking about it. That's nearly 15 years ago. So my only question to you is, given what you witnessed then, given what you knew had happened, and given what we all then saw with the second incident on that horrific video, actually, why are you that surprised about these allegations that have come to light?
I mean, for me, it's like it's just reliving the whole situation over again, and that to me is the shocking part of it. I block that. That's PTSD. That's trauma that I experienced from back then, and reliving it is really difficult for me to experience because I've known Cassie since she was 17 years old, and I was like her big sister, as well as her makeup artist. And just watching all of this it's absolutely shocking.
Right, but I mean the reality is it's
disgusting.
Just based on what you witnessed that day in 2010 and based on what we've all seen in that other video, the guy at the very least was a person who beat up women. And yet the picture you painted of him, of your time with him, in the early 2000s, was actually very positive. And you say you're very surprised and shocked by what's now come out. I wouldn't be shocked if I'd seen what happened to Cassie at first hand and the way you did. I think this guy's a